Turn up, skibidi bang skang. Where I said, it's Ozzy, the 5-star general, right up here on the MD90 YouTube channel. Subscribe right about now and get exclusive information all the way right here. Boom.
Sugar, and you're watching MD. My name is CQ Zulu, aka Mr. Sugar, and you're watching MD90. Keep it locked.
Well, Lumezi, Member of Parliament Munir Zulu, has put up a post that has left a lot of people wondering what happened. So the person that you see on screen, that is the Lumezi Member of Parliament, Munir Zulu. So he put up this on his page just 3 hours ago. He says, "What a Monday. I was in court much earlier today, and as usual, after court, I took time to go to Parliament Montel for some soup. What was shocking was that those that ordered heavy meals like Ishima had their orders ready before mine, which is the easiest to prepare, vegetable soup. And I was suspicious as to why my soup had taken longer than the usual time. Fast forward, someone decides to serve me the soup, but I made a polite request that before I consume the soup, let them test it as well, since they were, let them test the soup as well. Since we are living in difficult times, he says. Guess what? They could not test the soup, and that's how I also abandoned their eating. I paid the bill for their unconsumed food because if the person that is preparing is not willing to test, then who am I? Chaloich. Chidina meno, pretty much saying, pretty much alleging to say there's a possibility his soup was poisoned and stuff like that. So that's why he could not test it, because the person that served him decided not to have a taste of the soup, and because it had taken longer than the usual time. I doubt these allegations hold any water, because he's been in Parliament now. Is it like 3 years now? And he's been eating from there. Anyway, he's free to make assumptions. And he's supposed to look out for his health. But anyway, that's what he has put up. He's alleging there's a possibility something fish was done to his food and decided not to eat it. Obviously, Masheke Akashamba commented to say, stop going there, where? And your Oma story is so simply saying, I mean, if you feel you're not safe eating parliamentary food, then stop going there, where? And then obviously he went there to say, I predicted that PF losing elections, and warned people about it. They told me I was a Facebook scientist. I was for Guy Scott taking over presidency, not ECL. So you're simply saying people that doubt his political analysis. He had predicted that if Galungu was going to lose, in fact, he preferred Guy Scott to be president. So he went further to put this on his page after he commented on Munir Zulu's page. He said, he was supposed to be the one to take over after Michael Chifesata, period. If this man was president, we wouldn't have recklessly borrowed the way we did. I fought for him, and I fought for him to be adopted. But we were overpowered by William Sanda, gang, and led by Mama Inongia Win and others. So he's simply saying he preferred Guy Scott to be president after Michael Sata died, but obviously it didn't play out that way anyway. So that's when he moved to the UPND. And then the Patriotic Fund says, just in, police raid Petroke independent lawmaker Emmanuel J. Banda's house in Ibex Hill. If you remember, it should be over the weekend, JJ Banda's sister was picked up by the police, the young sister. She spent pretty much the weekend in police, allegedly, because the police have not yet confirmed or denied that arrest. They had to put up a comment, but this Monday morning, we're expecting to hear news that she had been released or something to that nature, but nope. Patriotic Front alleged to say, actually, now the police are searching JJ Banda's house, and that's the poster that I put up there. And then later on, they even confirmed to say police searching JJ's house in Ibex Hill, that's in Lusaka. So I mean, it's a standard operation. Wherever they get the leads, the police are supposed to do their work. It's only an issue of whether they have a warrant of search or a search warrant or something in those lines. But that will be confirmed based off the police statement that is likely to be issued with regard to that. Anyway, that's the update with regard to JJ Banda's situation. But as things stand, JJ Banda is nowhere to be seen. No one knows his whereabouts, at least for the general public. But the police continue to do the investigations, and probably that this search in his house is just part of that process. But in other news, CR1 is back in the political wave. So he's been having a back and forth with Simon Mwewalen with regard to the political stance. So this is what CR1 had to say. First of all, Simon Mwewa responded to him simply saying this is a con man and a false prophet, Andrew Ijimadu. So simply saying he's not a prophet and stuff like that. So he's simply saying, for him to, this was Simon Mwewa saying, for CR1 to be concentrated on Zambia when Nigeria's situation is worse off than Zambia, and it is not patriotic. Simply putting a point across to say, him, Simon Mwewa, considering that he's Zambian, is more patriotic to Zambia and he pays a lot of taxes, and you cannot compare his patriotism as to CR1 because he's patriotic to Nigeria. But why is he not speaking with regard to the situation of those alleged protests that have been happening in Nigeria, and he brings his political wave here to Zambia? That's the argument that Simon was putting across, to which CR1 responded immediately. I put up a post, this is just a couple of hours ago. Say, Simon, I wanted to go live this morning to respond to you, but I realized that Dr. Maureen is being buried today. I will not disrespect her. I will join the entire nation in mourning the amazing woman today, because I am born and brought up in Africa, where culture and tradition and values are highly taught. By tomorrow, 11 a.m., I will be live. Here to respond to you. You are a Judas. You are not honest, and you will betray Hakainde Hichilema once you have the opportunity, just like you did with Edgar Chagwa Lungu. That's the argument that CR1 is putting across there. So the bottom line is that you do not love Hakainde Hichilema. You never loved him or the UPND. You will never love them. The true love is not shown when the battle is won. True love is shown during the difficult times and during the battle. During the difficult times of Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND, where were you? When UPND cadres were being killed, where were you? When Hakainde Hichilema was sent to prison, where were you? When PF cadres were displacing women from markets, where were you? You were busy dancing with them, and shouting, Ego one. That's still CR1 on that post. I know that I'm a foreigner. That's still CR1. I know I'm a foreigner. I'm a scammer. I'm a defiler. I'm a criminal. I'm a false prophet. But I stood with the people and with the UPND and Hakainde Hichilema. My voice was loud because I am not a coward. How did you help Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND? He further on asks. Let those that fought benefit from the victory. Simple. There are people who risked their lives, lost their money. Some were even regarded as outcasts in families for simply fighting for Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND. Many lost money, time. Musicians sacrificed and risked their life to sing campaign and solidarity songs for Hakainde Hichilema while you were dancing to your maps songs with Bomba and Losambo at PF rallies. Along those people that ate, let them benefit from their sacrifice. Let the genuine UPND members and their foot soldiers enjoy their labor. No one will be happy to labor in vain. I will handle you tomorrow. For now, let's mourn the mother of the nation. So he simply says he's yet to go live to handle Simon Mwewalen. But yeah, so this back and forth is not stopping anytime soon. So that's what's going on with regard to that. What is the PF seems to have started testing the waters, so they've put up the this campaign post dubbed 2026 August. So they say vote for Edgar Chagwalungu, President, make your voice heard, and then they are pretty much testing the waters. So this was published by the PF, a campaign poster for Edgar Chagwalungu, leaving no one behind there. Simon Mwewa went further to jab at Mao Sampa. So Simon and Mao's are friends. If you go back in his vlogs and their interaction, he acknowledges that they are friends, but they seem to have fallen apart because the divergent views over this issue. If you remember, Mao Sampa had alleged to say government had bought a building that was former MTN HQ for $10 million US, to which Simon has responded saying it's not even $10 million US, it's $3.2 million US that that building has been bought for. So that's the counter argument. It was pretty much disregarding or disputing everything that Mao Sampa had brought up in that video that he did, that building, and also the amount of money involved in that purchase of that building. So that's the argument that he was putting up. To which Mao Sampa was quick to respond to say, by Simon Mwewa Chitambala, by SML Chitambala Mwewa Simon, or Simon Mwewa. Which simply means if you've overeaten, a bomber government heavy free lunch, please take a heavy nap today. It's National Morning Day, and we are busy. No closure, Dr. Maureen Mwanawasa, and may I so rest in peace. And Tondolo Musuma. So he simply says, shut up and enjoy the food that you're eating. Because Simon Mwewa confirmed he's part of the presidential entourage when the president is going to places. He's part of the media entourage that covers those events. So to tell the story of the works of the president. So that's what Mao Sampa was responding to say. I mean, if you're full here eating free lunch, your government, go and take a nap. So that's a back and forth with regard to that. We wait and see. Since Mao Sampa has decided not to do a live stream today, most likely he's going to do a live stream also tomorrow. We're responding to Mr. Mwewa. And so tomorrow seems like it's going to be a day of live streams. Zambian politics, and this is what Mass newspaper says. Each time I'm embarrassed. He was too ashamed to look his colleagues in the eye during SADC summit at Stembo. So simply saying that's the reason why President Hakainde Hichilema could not go to Zimbabwe, with regard to that, the embarrassment to look his colleagues in the eyes. What else is here in the paper? This is the news diggers. Corruption at Cancer Hospital. Investigations reveal how cartel defraud patients. That's in the news diggers. And then PF approved the sale of Society Business Park. So this is in the Zambia Daily Mail. So this is with regard to the same Mao Sampa bombshell that he had dropped to say there were allegations to say the government had bought those buildings. So that's what the response with regard to that. In the Daily Nation, Zambians are hungry. This is GBM. GBM has been very quiet for a while. So it seems like he has started issuing statements also. So that's a statement attributed to Geoffrey Wariamwamba. Say Zambians are very hungry. This was in the Daily Nation. And that was at the funeral of the late former First Lady Maureen Mwanawasa there. And the president was there. Today was a somber day for Zambia as we join the Mwanawasa family in laying to rest former First Lady Dr. Maureen Kakubo Mwanawasa, who passed away on August 13th, 2024. She was 2024. And then August 19th, a date of deep significance as it marks both the anniversary of late husband, President Levi Patrick Mwanawasa's death in 2008, and also 30th anniversary of graduation as a lawyer. So those two events, she's been buried the day that she graduated as a lawyer 30 years ago, and also the day that President Levi Patrick Mwanawasa died. So that's when she's been put to rest today. So that's the statement that came from the president. And these are some of the images that were at a funeral event, this was at the Anglican Cathedral, the one that is next to the court premises there at the roundabouts. And these are some of the images when the president had paid a visit to the family earlier on at a funeral house, and interaction with other mourners today. And this is Levi Patrick Mwanawasa Jr. He was giving a speech during the send-off of his mom. That's the news, ladies and gentlemen.